Hello from Evolve Law Summit, New York City. I'm Laurence Colletti.
I'm Jules Miller.
I'm Juetten.
And we're on the road with Legal Talk Network. And we're back. I'm sitting here at the galvanized New York City campus in West Soho. And Mary's smiling over there because I almost said it wrong, but that's okay. That's okay. Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Excellent, excellent. So, of course, I'm sitting here with Mary Juetten and her co-founder of Evolve Law, Jules Miller, and we're getting ready to get started here with your event, the inaugural. It's the very first Evolve Law Summit, so congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So before we talk about that, I think we had to do a little introduction as to what Evolve Law is. So I know there's some listeners out there that might want to learn a little bit more. So who do I hand that one off to?
I'll take that one. So Evolve Law is a community of legal entrepreneurs and innovators, and we're really focused on being a catalyst for the increased adoption of technology and innovation in the legal space. So we do a lot of things, including events like this one, content. Check out our website for all the fun things we do, jobs page for legal tech jobs, and lots of cool stuff coming soon. So sign up for our newsletter, please.
Excellent, excellent. So now we're at the Evolve Law Summit here. So just some facts real quick. So 28 innovators, 2 primary panels. There are 3 types of attendees. You have strategic partners, both members and non-members of Evolve Law. You have innovators, both members of Evolve Law and non-members. And you have investors. There's one-on-one meetings customized for attendees based on needs. So why are we here? What's with this event in New York City? Mary?
So we wanted to do something that's a little bit different from our normal events. Our normal events, the audience is anyone in legal, whether they're in-house or a lawyer in a firm. In this case, it's all about making those connections and making sure that we can do something about the problem that we have in legal tech, which is getting funding and getting strategic partnerships going to get more sales. Many of our innovative companies have amazing products, but they might be facing the infamous dying on the vine before they get to that, moment of traction. So the event is actually called a summit because it's different than our normal events, and we're here using technology to match the investors and the strategics with the innovators, which I believe there are 30, but that's okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So now I saw 2 of the main panels. The first one is venture capital and angel investment, and the second one is strategic partnerships. And so I guess I'd like to ask, what are each of those 2 panels going to discuss?
So the investors have a range of panelists, from someone like Lorene Pendleton, who's an angel investor in my own day job company, Tracklight, and many of our other members. So she represents the angel investor. And then we have David Rose, who's, he has not only Gus, but he has a venture fund. So we have those folks on the panel, and it's being moderated by Ed Wilson out of Santa Monica's Anthros Capital. So what we're trying to do there is present those investors' thesis, and the idea is that the innovators in the room can learn what the investors are looking for.
And how about the strategic partnerships panel?
Here we have several of our members, including Wolters Kluwer, Thomson Reuters, and Legal Shield, and they're going to talk about what they look for in the innovative companies when they're searching for partners.
Excellent, excellent. So Evolve Law Summit, where there's quite a collection of individuals, investors, thought leaders, people that are innovating the legal profession with different services and products. And so I did notice on the agenda that you do call out members versus non-members. And so, Jules, I'm wondering, what was the reason for doing that?
The reason for doing that is Evolve Law is a membership organization, and our members are awesome. They're doing incredible things to support our mission, which is to be a catalyst for the escalated adoption of legal tech and innovation. And we wanted to make sure it was clear that they were participating as members. And we have a lot of member benefits, including discounted and free events to the ones that we organize as Evolve Law. And then also things like partnerships with journalists and other providers to make sure that we're helping our members grow as much as they possibly can, and we're supporting the community.
So one last question for you guys before everybody has to adjourn to the Evolve Law Summit. If our listeners, they want to follow up a little bit more about what this event is about or reach out to you about Evolve Law, how can they reach you? Why don't we start with Mary?
Great. So you can always hit me up on Twitter at Mary Juetten. And more importantly, you can check out Evolve Law's website, evolvelawnow.com. We have a legal tech toolkit that contains all of the innovators. And then also, if you're interested in joining the community, you can join right online at evolvelawnow.com. And you can also ping us at info@evolvelawnow.com.
And Jules.
You can also hit me up on Twitter. Jules E. Miller is my handle. And if you're doing incredible things in the legal tech space, we want to hear from you. We like seeing and helping people in this world. And we want to know that you're out there and we want to help you.
Excellent. Well, we've reached the end of the road for today's episode, but I want to thank our guests for joining us today. Thanks, Jules. Thanks, Mary. And also thank our listeners for tuning in. And if you like what you heard today, please rate us on iTunes. We'll see you next time for another episode of On the Road with Legal Talk Network.
If you'd like more information about what you've heard today, please visit LegalTalkNetwork.com. Subscribe via iTunes and RSS. Find us on Twitter and Facebook, or download our free Legal Talk Network app in Google Play and iTunes. The views expressed by the participants of this program are their own and do not represent the views of, nor are they endorsed by, Legal Talk Network, its officers, directors, employees, agents, representatives, shareholders, and subsidiaries. None of the content should be considered legal advice. As always, consult a lawyer.